Murdoch repeatedly expressing regret and remorse during his 3-hour testimony before those lawmakers. Many analysts say his performance, James' performance, actually boosted his standing as his father's heir apparent. Let's get an expert's take. We're with Jonathan Gabay, a branding and marketing specialist and the founder of Brand Forensics. Good to see you again, Jonathan. In terms of a corporate performance, boy done good.
Well, the boy done good, it all depends on which point of view you take. Now, the competitor's point of view would say, well, no, he didn't do that good, actually, because he was playing up to the cameras, because he was this gentle old man and all that sort of idea. Plus, what kind of a CEO wouldn't have control of knowing what's going on? On the other hand, other people are saying, no, actually, you're right. He did good because he showed integrity, he showed grace. So which way do you want to take it?
Which one did you think, then, pin you down on that one as far as James is concerned?
Well, I'm looking at it also from the stocks and shares point of view. And at the moment, what this is doing is that it's actually having a wider effect in terms of everyone in the sector. Because everyone's thinking, well, you know, maybe... Well, who is honest here? Who can be totally trustworthy? Because they admitted that they use private investigators, but they said, but everyone uses private investigators. So, you know, today, advertisers have to be very, very cautious on where they're actually placing their spend.
It's very interesting. We've got to put this into a great deal of context. Look, News Corporation is a multi-billion global organisation. It was very interesting what Rupert Murdoch said and how he defended himself. Let's just hear from Rupert Murdoch exactly the sort of thing that he said, saying, look, this is just small beer, really.
This is not as an excuse. Maybe it's an explanation of my laxity. The News of the World is less than 1% of our company. I employ 53,000 people around the world who are proud and great and ethical and distinguished people, professionals in their life. And perhaps I'm spread watching and appointing people whom I trust to run those divisions.
Okay, so what he was saying there, he went on to say about being 1%, it's just 1% of the actual company. But the thing is that today, people would expect, in fact yesterday and tomorrow, they would expect that a CEO knows what's going on. And now it is on that I was watching, as I was watching the actual, no, not performance, but the actual...
Oh, it was a performance, all right.
Well, if you want to say that, Owen. But after I was watching it, I was actually looking at the shares as well, and I was watching them actually go up, you see. So they were actually increasing. So I think that the market's assessment of him at the time, pretty good.
As far as brand is concerned, the crucial difference here is that people don't turn on their televisions and watch News Corporation. They don't sit down with a cup of tea and read the Daily News Corp. They watch Fox. They read the Times. And I suppose, to what extent does that brand separation mitigate the more dangerous, difficult aspects for the News Corporation brand?
Well, some commentators have said that if you wanted to take this to the absolute extreme, then what could happen, but I disagree with this, but it's just an interesting point, that if you could take it to the absolute extreme, what could happen is that the organisation could concentrate instead on things such as the entertainment side of it. And that, of course, is incredibly profitable. The other thing is that even just from the point of view of their 1%, which was the News of the World, that's still at least a £35 million gap for other publishers, if you wish, to kind of fill. So you're going to see more and more of their competitors, you know, throwing stuff at them.
And of course it's not just about the money and the profit, it's also about the influence. And that's why they're unlikely to do that, go down that route.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jonathan Gabay, really good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Great.